Hi students, welcome to the video on financial accounting. Topic is rectification of errors. So, what is the glimpse of the topic? So, we have to cover preparation of trial balance, the reasons of errors, need of rectification, types of error, problem with solutions. So, all of you know trial balance is a summary of what is contained in the ledger. It is prepared to check the arithmetical accuracy of transactions recorded in the journal, posting them into ledger and balancing the ledger into accounts. So it is a trial balance. If it agrees, it is assumed that recording, posting and balancing have been done correctly. But this is only partial correct, because even if trial balance agrees, there may be some errors in accounting records which cannot be detected at the time of preparation of trial balance. As a result, the trial balance agrees or tallies. To confirm accuracy, errors are to be identified and rectified to find out the actual profit and loss, that is real profit and loss arising out of running of the business and the true financial position of the business. So, all of you know there are three methods of preparation of trial balance. One is total method. Under total method, we will take particulars, debit total and credit total. Individual account will total the debit side, total the credit side, and will write both in the total debit side column and total credit. Accordingly, all the ledger accounts are taken in the particular columns of trial balance. Then both debit balance and credit balance will be total. If they tally, then we assume that there is errors and accuracy in the books of account. That means the accounting procedure correct. Then another method is balancing method, which is very popular. Under balancing method, we have to balance each account. You know how to balance the account. We have to total the debit side, total the credit side. If debit side is heavier than the credit side, then account shows debit balance. On the credit side, write by balance carried down. On the next beginning of the year, next, that means the closing of 2 days, opening of tomorrow. Suppose year end on 31st March. On 1st April, we will take it into debit balance as to balance brought down. Accordingly, each account will be balanced. If the credit side is heavier than the debit side, then it is credit balance. On the debit side, write to balance carried down. On the next opening day of the year, we will write by balance brought down. So accordingly, in particular, all the items will be entered, and there, whether it is debit balance, credit balance will be taken. Then the total of debit balance and credit balance, if tally, then we think that the trial balance is correct. Otherwise, there is some error, and we will take the help of suspense account. Third method is both totaling and balancing method. Under this method, each account we will take one debit balance, then credit balance, then whether debit first debit total, credit total, then if it is debit balance, write in the debit balance column. If it is credit balance, then if the credit side is heavier, then we will write in the credit balance column. As a result, we total the debit balance, credit balance, and the debit total and credit total, then our trial balance will be over. We already discussed, even if the trial balance agree, there may be some error in the accounting records. So in order to confirm the accuracy, our most important objects we should do, identify and rectify to find out the actual profit loss of the business and also our true financial position. So what are the reasons of error? The reasons of error may be due to lack of accounting knowledge. The person who is making the record and that means who is posting the transactions in the journal, recording the transaction journal, posting those transactions from journal to ledger, then balancing. He may not have knowledge, accurate accounting knowledge, that's why he made some mistake. Then wrong data collection may be another reason. Then wrong recording, I already told. It may be incorrect arithmetical calculation at the time of totaling. He may debit total may be wrongly total, credit total may be wrongly total. At the result, there is difference in the trial balance. So then, what is the need for rectification? If we rectify those transactions and prepare the correct trial balance, it ensures arithmetical accuracy and the customer or investor will have reliability on our business or accounting procedure. Then supporting informed decision making. If we rectify all then whatever we take the decision, it will have positive impact of the business. Then maintaining compliance. There are so many agencies. They suppose auditor is there, he will certify our accounting. If we will do any mistake, then we will face difficulty. He may impose penalty on our business. So for maintaining compliance, we have to rectify those errors. Then building, maintaining trust. If our transactions are accurate, means our trial balance is perfect, then the investor, outsider, they will maintain trust on our business. Then preventing cumulative impact. If error is at the beginning and at the end, it may be cumulated and very difficult on our part to detect the error. Then learning and improvements. If we do rectification, then definitely we will have learning and improvements in accounting, that is recording the journal, posting them to ledger and balancing and preparing the trial balance. Then avoiding financial misstatement and tax, because if our profit and loss will not show the actual profit of the business, tax authority may not accept our return. Then you should know what are the types of errors. Errors may be due to clerical error or error of principle. What are the clerical errors? It may be errors of omission, errors of commission, compensating error. So what is error of omission? Omission means completely omit. It arises when a transaction is partially or completely omitted to be recorded in the books of accounts. If the transaction is completely omitted in the books of account, the error does not affect the agreement of trial balance. For example, goods sold to Vikas on credit but not recorded sales book. All of you know the subsidiary book means when the business is large, it is not possible on the part of the businessman to record all transactions journal. Then in this case, journal is subdivided into 8 groups, that is subsidiary books. They are cash book, purchase return book, sales return book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, and journal proper. All of you know cash book serves both the purpose of journal and ledger, that is principal book. That's why balancing, posting from cash book to the ledger is not necessary. But whereas other books, they have been recorded and it will be posted to their respective account. For example, goods sold to Vikas. If it will recorded in the sales book, that is, you will write Vikas quantity of goods at the rate, invoice price, discount, that net amount will record. So simultaneously, we should open one Vikas account. On the Vikas account, write Vikas to sales. On the debit side of Vikas, write to sales. It is a complete posting. As a result, trial balance will tally. Then goods sold to Vikas on credit. You know, it is recorded in the cash book but not posted to the account of Vikas. That is partial omission. In this case, the trial balance will not tally and we have to put the suspense account to tally both the sides. Then errors of commission. partial error, errors of recording or errors of casting totally. It may be undercast, it may be overcast, because if the wheel balance the total the debit side more than the actual, that is overcasting, less than the actual, it is undercasting. Similarly in the case of credit side also, undercasting and overcasting of credit side of the accounts. Then errors of carrying, errors of posting. So these errors affect the trial balance. Then compensating error, when one error is compensated by the another error, that means when two or more errors are committed in such way that net effect of these errors on the debit or credit is nil or nullified by such error which do not affect the preparation of trial balance or tally of trial balance. Then finally, errors of principle. Any error made in contravention to accounting principle, that means not according with the accounting principle, is known as error of principle. Treating revenue expenditure as capital expenditure and capital expenditure as revenue expenditure. Similarly, capital income, revenue income, capital income is coming under error of principle. That is recording transaction in the books of original entry, which is done according to which is not done according to accounting principle, is known as error of principle. Then we will solve so many problems in order to have a clear idea about the types of error, how it is rectified in accounting. Any one-side error is rectified with the help of suspense account. Both side error will be rectified by preparing journal, posting them into ledger. So we will have discussion on so many problems given in this book first. The following errors are located in the books of O'Neill and Sons before preparation of trial balance. First, goods sold to Aryan for rupees 2000 on credit. 2000 on credit. We are not recorded in sales book. We are not recorded in the sales book. Just now we discussed the error of omission. Here this is the case of error of omission. Neither the debit entry is done or credit is done. That means in the sales book it is not recorded. So we have to know the correct entry. So correct entry means we sell goods to Aryan on credit. So Aryan account debited to sell. This is the correct entry. Aryan account debited 2000 to sales account. Being goods sold to Aryan on credit basis. The wrong entry is nil. That is error of omission. That is not entered, nil. So rectifying entry is equal to correct entry. What is the correct entry? That is also the rectifying entry. We have to debit Aryan account for 2000 and credit sales account for 2000. So this is the rectification error in case of error of omission given in the book or question. Second, an amount of 600 paid for repair to machinery wrongly posted to machinery account. So when we paid 600 for repair to machinery, what is the journal entry? The correct entry is repair to machinery account debited. Repair to machinery, it is nominal account of debit all expense losses, credit all gains and income. So repair to machinery debited with 600. Then to cash account. This is the correct entry. Cash account. Then we have to write the wrong entry. What is wrong entry? Wrong entry is machinery account debited to cash. Machinery account debited 600 to cash account. This is known as error of principle. That means instead of debiting refer to machinery, we have debited machinery account. How it will be rectified? There are two ways to remember. One way, it is wrongly entered. Which is wrongly entered, that is to be reversed. That is known as reverse entry. Two ways to solve the problem. I am telling you, one is reverse entry. What is reverse entry? What is mistake? You just reverse. So you will debit cash account 600 to machinery account. This is one. Then you have to seek what is the correct entry. So first you reverse, then second is repair to machinery to cash. Repair to machinery debited 600 to cash. So we combine both the entries. Here cash account debit, cash account credit, reverse. That is balance. So rectifying entry is, that is, repair to machinery account debited to machinery account. Repairs to machinery account debited 600 to machinery account. This is the rectifying entry. So in both ways you can solve. If you do that this is the wrong entry, then you reverse it. Just debit, you make debit as credit, credit as debit, reverse entry. Then you write the correct entry, repair to machinery account debited to cash. Combine those two accounts. Here cash debit, cash credit is balanced. So remaining is repair to machinery debit to machinery account. Then third one is third error is salary 2500 paid to Srikanth. Salaries rupees 2500 paid to Srikanth. Wrongly debited to his personal account. So wrong entry is Srikanth account debited to cash. This is wrong entry. Srikanth account debited to cash account. Then this is wrong entry. So we will prepare reverse entry. We will reverse it. Reverse means we will debit cash, credit Srikanth. This is our first attempt. Cash account debited to Srikanth account. Then next we will write the correct entry. The amount is 2500. Next we will write the correct entry. Our correct entry is salaries account, nominal account, salaries paid. It is nominal debit or expense losses. So salaries account debited 2500 to cash account. Cash account 2500. What will do? You see. Make this. So cash is wrongly debited with 2500, reverse cash by double the amount. So cash should be credited with 5000. And Srikant account wrongly, this is reverse entry. Srikant entry to be credited. Okay. So we will do salaries account debited to Srikant. Okay. Because here cash is debit and cash is credit. Our remaining entry is, that is rectifying entry. Salaries account debited. Salaries account debited 2500 to Srikant. Being salaries paid wrongly debited to Srikant since rectified. This is the procedure of rectifying. Another is given, sale of furniture for 2000 treated as sale of goods. Sale of furniture treated as sale of goods. Sale of furniture treated as sale of goods. So write, wrong entry is cash account debited to sales account. Cash account debited to sales account. This is the wrong entry we have done, that is 2000. So when we have done this is wrong entry, similarly we have to make a reverse entry. Reverse entry means we will debit the credit, credit debit. That is, we will nullify the error. So we will write sales account debited 2000 to cash. This is first. We reverse whatever mistake we have done. So we have to again write the correct entry. We have to write the correct entry. What is correct entry? Sale of furniture. So here cash to sales. Okay. So we should write cash account debited 2000 to furniture account. You see what is the single effect of these two combined entry? Cash is credited here 2000, cash is debited 2000. So cash is closed, head is balance, it is closed. So remaining is, that is our rectifying, and this is reverse entry, this is rectifying entry, this is reverse entry, this is finally rectifying entry. Rectifying entry. What is rectifying entry? Sales account debited, because sale is wrongly credited, sales should be debited to reverse the sales. Correct credit is furniture, because we sold the furniture. Furniture real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So furniture should be credited. This is the rectifying entry. Being sale of furniture for cash wrongly credited to sales since rectified. Then another two. 15,000 paid salary to Rohit debited to personal account. That we have already done. Actual entry is salary to cash. What we have done? Rohit to cash. So we will reverse it. Cash to Rohit. Then correct entry write salary to cash. So ultimately we write salary account debited to Rohit account, being salary paid wrongly debited to Rohit since rectified. An amount of 7,000 withdrawn by the proprietor for his personal account debited to trade expenses. When the proprietor withdraw for his personal account, the wrong entry is the correct entry, drawing account debited to cash. For wrongly, instead of debiting the drawing account by 7,000, it is debited to the personal account, that is, for his personal account has been debited to, that is trade account, that is trade expenses account debited to cash. This is wrong entry. Debited, that is 7,000 to cash. What we will do? This is the wrong entry. So we will prepare the reverse entry for this. Wrong entry, reverse entry means debit will be credit, credit debit. So we'll write cash account debited 7,000 to trade expenses. So whatever we have wrongly done, we reverse it. This is known as reverse entry. So correct entry we have to make. What is correct entry? Drawing account debited to cash. We write here. Drawing account debited to 7,000 to cash. So we will make one combined entry. Here for combined entry, if two transactions will combine, cash debit, cash credit will be closed. So our net effect is drawing account debited to trade expenses. So rectifying entry is drawing account debited to trade expenses. This is 7,000. Another error. Cash received from Sawant 500 was credited to Mr. Singh. So our correct entry should be cash account debited to Mr. Sawant. But we have done cash to Srind. So rectifying entry will debit this Srind because wrongly we have credited his account. We have to debit to nullify it or close that head, and we will debit cash and credit Sawant account. We have done, we will do debit Mr. Singh, credit Mr. Sawant. Being cash received from Mr. Sawant, wrongly credited to Mr. Singh since rectified. Then it is given repair to building was debited to building account 500. Correct entry repair to building account debited to cash. But wrongly we have done building to cash. So we have to make the reverse entry. That is we have done building to cash. The reverse entry is cash to building. Correct entry is request to building account debited to building. Request to building account debited to cash. So cash it is closed. So correct entry request to building account debited to building account. This is the rectifying entry. 1,500 received as interest was credited to commission account. So we should write cash to interest, but we have done cash to commission. So rectifying is commission will be debited, interest received will be credited. So commission account debited to interest received account. 5,000 paid for purchase of computer was charged to office expense account. So correct entry should be computer to cash, but we have done wrong entry office expense cash. So we have to make a reverse entry cash to office expenses. Correct entry computer to cash. So ultimately rectifying entry will be office expenses computer account debited to office expenses account. This is all about rectification entry. In the next video we will solve so many rectification entry to clarify all your doubt. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and share this video to all of your friends so that everybody will be benefited, and also it will create an enthusiasm on mind to prepare more and more video for your knowledge. Please subscribe the video if not already subscribed.